What's going on, YouTube? Gateway City Pipers coming at you. Today we're just going to do hopefully a somewhat quick video on just sort of a guide to a beginner pipe smoker. Because when you're getting started in the hobby, it can be overwhelming at times, and lots of people complain about pipe smoking. Oh, it's too much work, it's too much this and that. Well, you know, it can really be simplified into a couple different things, and it can be affordable when you're just starting out, just to see if you like it. So, Chris, what do you have to say about that?
Well, first I'd like to say that I'm breaking in my new 320 that I just made a video on earlier today with some Mississippi River. I mean, what else can you break a pipe in with, right?
I don't know. River's the way to go when breaking in pipes.
I agree. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. When you first start the hobby or the lifestyle of pipe smoking, usually you want to start out cheap, because I know when I first started, I wasn't sure if I was going to like it, how much I was really going to get into it. So you don't want to invest a lot of money in something that in 2-3 months or less, you're just going to kick the habit or change your hobby. So a really cheap and easy way to start in terms of pipes, because that's what you're going to be smoking is a pipe, is a corncob pipe, like Peter's has right there.
Yeah, I'm smoking this right now. I picked it up for like maybe $6 at a local Walgreens, and you could get them online for cheaper. I've gotten some online, but really you can just go to your local convenience store, and the majority of them will have them there. And take the filter out.
Yes, please do, because it's nothing but rolled up paper basically. But anyway, you know, they're very simple looking, very Midwestern farmer looking. You might as well have a piece of straw hanging out of your mouth, right? But they smoke amazing. Sorry, my battery's running out here. They really do smoke well. We were just talking about that before we started the video. You really can't go wrong in terms of smokability with a corncob pipe. You just kind of have to get over the aesthetics of it. I mean, some people kind of grow to love the look, and you can even get kind of crazy, like this one I just picked up a little bit ago, with the stems and the finishes and stuff like that. But they're great smokers, and you're going to get really good flavor profiles. You're going to get a really good idea of what the tobacco tastes like in a cob. If you want to take another step up in terms of pipes and you want to spend a little bit more on it, you can go with like a basket pipe, what they call a basket pipe or a barrel pipe. That is, if you go into your local brick and mortar tobacco store, they just generally have like literally a basket full of pipes that are just kind of not defective, but just have little nicks or little imperfections in the briar that got filled in, and they didn't want to distribute them as their higher quality pipes. So generally you can pick them up for 20, 30, 40 bucks, but you get a good quality briar pipe, I guess, for that amount. So and then if you want to take yet another step up in the pipe realm, you want to get a nicer pipe, but you don't want to break the bank. There's a few brands or companies or manufacturers that we recommend and have. One being Savinelli. It's an Italian company, make a great pipe. I have 2 Savinellis right now. And generally most Savinellis, you can find Savinellis for under $100. Generally 70 to 100 bucks, I would say. And even on eBay you can pick them up for less than that. Stanwell is another good pipe brand. They make some good quality pipes, and some in varying shapes, obviously, with some kind of shapes that are unique to Stanwell. And then the other one is, wow, I'm blanking.
Peterson.
Oh, Peterson, I'm sorry. Peterson, which is an Irish company. They make kind of your more classical looking pipes, I guess, just kind of what you think of, I guess, when you think of, just think of like Sherlock Holmes or an old English guy smoking a pipe, and that's generally what your Petersons are going to look like. But they're great quality, great looking, and again, all these three brands, you can generally find pipes for under $100 that are going to work out really well for you. So that is kind of it for pipes when you want to start out.
One more thing about pipes. The corn cobs will, over time, burn out on you. So in other words, you know, like they are going to go bad, so to speak, much faster than briar. But that being said, it still does take a lot for that to happen. So just be aware of that, and don't think that your cob will last you for the rest of your eternity in smoking, so to speak.
Good point. Sorry about that.
There's nothing to be sorry about, man.
Well, you know, I don't want to misinform the viewers. That's the last thing I want to do.
True.
So anyway, next thing we wanted to talk about is lighters. Obviously, you're going to be smoking, so smoke involves fire, and you're going to need a way to produce that fire. There are several ways to do that. Traditionally, historically, you know, start out with your basic box or book of matches. You can pick these up at any Walmart or CVS or Walgreens on the very, very cheap, on the cheap. And they're a great way to light your pipe, because as long as it's not windy. But if you're inside or if it's a still day outside, I almost always do my charring light, which is the first light, with a match. I can just control it a little bit better, I think, and it's not going to impart like any weird flavors sometimes like some other lighters can do. So obviously matches is a great way to go. Another way to go is like a Bic lighter. Obviously those are really affordable, and you can get them at any gas station or convenience store. Some people do complain about a lighter fluidy taste, or you got to hold the lighter upside down and it burns your fingers and your thumbs and stuff like that. So that might be another drawback of a Bic or any other kind of gas station lighter. Another step up would be like a Zippo lighter, which is kind of where is my go-to. I've got a Zippo, but it has the pipe insert. So it has a little hole in the middle, so you can hold it sideways as such and light your pipe that way. I just like the quality of the Zippo. It's going to last me forever, hopefully, as long as I don't lose it or run over with my car or something like that.
And if you do, they have a lifetime warranty. It's on the bottom of every Zippo. At least I think it is.
No.
It's not. You call them, they'll replace it. They'll take care of you. There's a warranty.
They stand by their products.
Yeah.
So, you know, of course, you can get up into some higher quality lighters. Peter has a
sort of like this one. This is a Vector. Cool thing about this is sort of like we were talking about with the Bics. It has a little nub on it, so like you don't have to like flip it upside down when you're lighting. You can just yeah, sort of go
it's
in.
Angled, right?
Yeah, it's angled, and then it has a little tamper tool in it, so you can, which we'll get into in a minute. Then you can take it out for like, so it has a little pipe tool connected. So instead of sort of carrying two things around, and this is a Vector, and it's actually pretty affordable. Only ran me like about $20 or something, or maybe $30. Takes butane, so that's always a great option as well.
And there, of course, are more and more expensive lighters, $70, $100, upwards of $150, and even more. But that's, you know, that's when you really, really get into it. So anyway, that's pipes and that's lighters. The next thing we wanted to talk about was pipe tools. So there's several tools, several types of tools that you can use and should use while you're smoking your pipe. Oftentimes, I don't even think we have. Do we have a check tool?
I do have a check tool.
Check tool.
Boom.
As in the country of Czechoslovakia. That's where they're made. But anyway, it's a three-part tool. One, you have your tamper.
This is the tamper.
You know, it's flat on the bottom, so you can push down the burnt ashes on top of the unburnt tobacco to keep your pipe lit.
Push down those embers, baby.
Next, you have a kind of a pick in the middle there to kind of either aerate your tobacco if you pack it too tight to help you get some more air down in there to help keep it lit, or if you're cleaning your pipe out, you have this scoop tool. It's kind of shaped like an arrowhead, and it's got a little scoop like a spoon so that you can scoop the tobacco out when you're finished, or if you're into snuff or something like that, you can use it as like a snuff spoon. That's kind of basic as it gets. You can also get these like pipe nails where it's flat on this one side, which is kind of your scoop, and then you have the tamper on the other side. I kind of like these for just kind of knocking around and just kind of on the go. But then you can get kind of, there's a lot of artisan tamper makers who make some pretty cool products. This is from Rough Works USA, RUFF. He has an Etsy shop, and you can find him on Instagram, stuff like that. But a lot of guys making beautiful tampers, kill shot pipe tampers. Danny Shore makes some tampers. A lot of people are making tampers. Those are just the ones off the top of my head. But when you're just getting started, your basic check tool or your pipe nail is going to do just fine. So that about does it for the tools and what you want to smoke it in. And then lastly is going to be what you're going to smoke, right? Because you got to have something to put in the pipe, and you got to have something to light, right? So you want to talk a little bit about tobaccos, Peter? Pumpkin eater?
All right, this will be a quick overview of just some go-to tobaccos when you're starting out. And we don't have too much time left, but really, they always tell beginners to start with aromatics, and aromatics is a great way to go. And that means it's like, not only is it some tobacco, it is cased with something else to provide some flavor. And just throwing out some blends or great aromatics that you should try out. Boswell's, you can just type them in. You can call and make an order there. They're really affordable for like the quality you're getting, and they have a bunch of aromatics, which I'm not a big aromatic guy, but I still enjoy the aromatics. McClellan's has some great arrows too. Dan Tobacco is a great one to check out. And really, in the aromatic world, just if you like a certain flavor, like let's say you love chocolate or cherry or something, like go check out those blends, see how they treat you. And then sort of the second tier, you can move up to a Virginia. And a Virginia is sort of a sweeter blend, but it can be full body sometimes. It just depends which way you go. And I really, really like Virginias. Virginia and Perique is a common blend. They call it a vapor. Virginia, Perique, just a cool abbreviation thing. And Perique just adds a little spice on the back end. And too much is not really my thing. But some great Virginias to check out if you're just getting into things. Orlick, Golden Sliced. McClellan's Backwoods Flake. And Sam Gawith Full Virginia Flake. Those are three that I would recommend getting in. The Sam Gawith is a little bit stronger than the other two, but it's still really good, and I smoke those all the time. They're great. And then you go into the English Balkan world, which is definitely more full-bodied, and you really get a smoky sort of bonfire-y taste out of it because it will contain a lot of Kia, which is actually like in its process. Fires are lit under it.
Ooh,
and
that is mysterious.
Yeah, and so it gets that smoky taste, and it takes that smoky goodness, and it's comprised of a bunch of other things like Virginia Orientals, Perique. So it's basically just a smorgasbord of
it's like a tobacco
goodness.
Buffet.
Yeah, and it's my go-to for sure. But be warned, it is not necessarily the beginner should start with because it is full-bodied. It can knock you on your booty, and yeah. So be aware of those. And if you want to check out some great English Balkan blends, Mississippi River by Seattle Pipe Club. That's what he's smoking. It's great. Sometimes it's hard to come by, but it's well worth it. They also make this blend called plum pudding, which is great. We love all of their stuff. Boswell's again, Northwoods, Countryside, great stuff. Can't go wrong there. Cornell and Deal make some great stuff. Pirate Cake, Star of the East Flake, good stuff like
Three
that.
Oaks. Oh, that's McClellan.
McClellan. Three Oaks is a great one if you're getting into the world of Englishes and you are a lighter, you like the lighter blends. Three Oaks is a great mellow English mixture with some Syrian Latakias, phenomenal stuff.
Which we did a review on a few videos ago. So,
Yeah. So
if you want to
check that
hear
out.
more about the Three Oaks, go check our video out on that. But anyway, I think that's pretty much it for the beginning pipe smoker. That should be all you need. You know, it's not that hard to get started, and it's certainly not hard at all to fall down the rabbit hole. Once you start getting into it, you start watching videos on YouTube, you start learning about blends, you go to tobaccoreviews.com and start learning about blends. I mean, it gets pretty deep, so just give it a shot. It's not, you know, it can be intimidating. It was intimidating for me. You think it's kind of a pretentious hobby, but this community is awesome, and the lifestyle of pipe smoking is pretty awesome. So this video is longer than it should be, but it's a pretty in-depth hobby. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. If you feel like we left anything out, let us know. If you enjoyed the video, let us know. And subscribe if you want. We're going to be doing reviews quite often, but we'll also be just doing videos kind of like this, or just kind of ramble videos. Just kind of depends what we're feeling that day. So anyway, thanks again for watching.
And if you got any questions about anything, we'd be more than willing to help. And so just comment below, and we'll try to get back to you as fast as we can and point you in the right direction. Or if you want to tell us what we did wrong, go ahead.
Thanks, guys. Have a great day.